And we are finally back after so long. I'm so sorry to all of you who are waiting the next video. I deeply apologize. There's been a lot of things that I had to go through, but I guarantee to you the next few videos, the next videos will be coming out soon. I really want to get season 1 of PokedexT out of the way before Black and White comes out. So, yeah. Without any further ado, let's get started. This is the Nidoran female family. This is Nidoran female, Nidorina, and Nidoqueen, poison / ground type Pokemon. Generation 1, it's common, available in red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, fire red, leaf green, diamond, pearl, platinum, heart gold, and soul silver. But take note, they're more common in fire red and red version than in blue and leaf green. So if you're looking to find a Nidoran, and you have a 3rd gen game like Fire Red, then you have an easier time finding it than in Leaf Green. So, yeah. It also has the abilities Poison Point, which means that if it gets hit by a physical attack move, then it has a 30 to 40% chance of making the opponent poisoned. Rivalry, which means that any Pokemon within its gender, that's the same gender as if it's fighting a Pokemon with the same gender as itself, then its attack power should go up. And so in our case, I think Nidoran female's family would get this rivalry ability from fighting female Pokemon. Its last ability is Hustle, ability you can only get in the Dream World. This ability allows I just learned this ability allows for its physical attack power to go up. However, its accuracy will go down. Its physical attack power goes up by 50, but its accuracy goes down by 20. So it's a really double-edged sword if you wanna go for that ability. It's good, I guess. But anyway, stat-wise, if you look at Nidoqueen's stats, not one of them hit the 100 mark, but then again, none of them are below the 70 mark. So, nice balanced stats. But if I was to have to say its opposite family, the Nidoran's male family is more of the attack family, while the Nidoqueen's family is more of the defense. You can clearly see because of the 90 health, that's a lot of health, as well as the 87 defense and 85 special defense. So it can take attacks and deliver them too. With it's pretty balanced attack power with 82 physical, and its lowest stat being the lowest 2 stats being its special attack and speed. If you can get this family's physical attack power up, then you shouldn't have physical defense power up, excuse me. Then you really shouldn't have to worry about many issues. But other than that, it has no signature moves, obviously. As far as online, I've actually seen this thing a couple of times online. Not as many times as other Pokemon, but I have seen Nidoqueen online. So it's not surprising considering its defense. I've seen it in tag team battles too. Recommended tag team would have to be obviously its male counterpart, Nidoking, for a good balance of offense and defense between the two. As far as Pokemon go, Nidoqueen is a very good Pokemon to have on your team. And what's better is that it can become a Nidoqueen really early in the game. Nidoran is pretty much findable in the first few routes of the game, like right before you hit Viridian Forest, if I believe. So, or I think right after, either that or it's right after you get out of the Viridian Forest. So yeah, this thing is really easy to find, and it's also a good start for people who use Charmander, because Nidoran, once it's at a certain level, can learn Double Kick, which is a fighting type attack, which would do a large amount of damage against Brock's Geodude and Onix. So yeah, it's a really nice Pokemon to have out on the field when you need a solid defense and attack. Special attack wise, it's not that good, but then again, Nidoqueen would rarely need to use special attacks if you EV train it in special attack and have it learn it for some odd reason, that's your choice. Mostly recommended for training for Nidoqueen is obviously the defense. This thing could become a real good balanced tank. I mean, like I just said, it could take a lot of hits and then deliver the hits too. One thing I like about Nidoqueen also is its type. It's a poison slash ground type Pokemon, which means that it can not only take it can take a lot of the damage from other types of Pokemon. It can fight off well against rock types because of its ground type set. Since it's a poison type, so it can take on grass type Pokemon without having to worry about its ground type weakness to grass. Um, it can also take fighting type moves really well. Fighting types are really annoying when it comes to like Machamp and Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan and them. Nidoqueen can take some variable damage because of the fact that not only its defense, but also the fact that it's part poison type. Um, Recommended moves for Nidoqueen, I'd have to say, would be none other than Earthquake to get a strong ground type physical out there. Since you want to really utilize the poison point, so I would go ahead and give Nidoqueen a defensive move uh, like a iron defense if it can learn it. If it can't, then I recommended learning a move like bulk up. Bulk up is a good move to have too. Bulk up makes it so its physical attack and defense goes up. I really recommend that if he can learn it. Um, I'm with Nidoqueen's capable of learning a variation of attacks too. It can learn a lot of rock, even though it's just a poison slash ground type. It's known to learn a lot of fighting type attacks. It can also learn the very infamous Dizzy Punch and Dynamic Punch. So I would definitely use those to my advantage in battle. Um, it can learn really good normal type attacks that most other Pokemon couldn't learn. Uh, Nidoqueen can even learn some weird but some interesting special type attacks to throw your opponent off. I think Nidoqueen can even learn Ice Beam and Ice Punch. Those are good for when you want to deal with your Dragon type Pokemon. When you want to deal with Nidoqueen, of course, will have a weakness to Psychic types. So a good recommended move for Nidoqueen would have to be Crunch. Yeah, Nidoqueen can learn Crunch. Nidoqueen can learn Crunch, and I'm pretty sure he can learn Beat Up, but Beat Up's not that good. He can learn Crunch or Bite. Any one will do. Yeah, those would be very useful. Um, Also, Nidoqueen would have to fight flying types due to the fact that it's a ground type. Then you think if your opponent thinks they got you using a flying type Pokemon, then you can pull a fast one on them and you can pull a fast one and teach Nidoqueen some decent rock type attacks. Um, so, yeah, all around, Nidoqueen's a very balanced Pokemon with very good stats, and it's easy to find. I recommend you pick up one and train it. That's pretty much it. PokedexT out.